Hello and welcome back to my channel. For today's video, as you can see with the title, we are gonna be glowing up for the new year, but basically I'm just changing my look. I'm also gonna be sharing a few of my goals slash resolutions for the year. So anyway, this is the current state of my hair. I think it's very medium length. The last time I had a haircut was before flying here, so which was in April, and it's January now, so that's 9 months. The only thing I've got are my bangs, but I haven't really touched this. And I could have gone to a hair salon, but to be honest, I'm afraid of getting my hair cut because my Instagram algorithm has been feeding me a lot of hair salon fails lately, particularly haircuts. In the Philippines, I knew all the hairdressers in the salon that I went to, so I kind of trusted them and they've never failed me yet. Here, I'm still a bit scared to let someone else touch my hair, so thank God for Brad Mondo because he has a tutorial on how to do the butterfly haircut by yourself. And I'm not necessarily aiming for that haircut. I do want to trim my hair and give it a bit of layers because it's just very grown out, as you can see. So without further ado, let's get to it. I have all supplies I need. I have a comb, 2 ponytails, and hair cutting scissors. According to his tutorial, I'm gonna have to part my hair 2 ways. From the apex, I'm gonna part it down the back of my ear. Okay, now that I have this done, I'm gonna pull the back first, and then I'm gonna put this on top of my forehead. Okay, now that I have all of it here in front, I'm gonna wet the back of my head again and then put it in a high ponytail. Now, he specified that you should cut a significant amount of hair for the layers to show, and I'm not sure if I'm super ready for that. So maybe I'm just gonna be cutting like this much, which I think is a good amount, I guess, for starters. Then I'm just gonna trim it as I go. But first I'm gonna wet my hair again. And now I'm just gonna go for it. Let's do this. Since it's choppy, I'm just gonna be trimming it. Okay, that's that. Now I'm gonna do the same thing with the back ponytail, and then I'm gonna use this again to measure the same. However, I can't see properly. Hair is cut, so now moment of truth. Okay, I'm seeing layers. He did blend them better, so that's what I'm gonna be doing. I'm gonna trim my bangs next, but right now, I'm seeing a difference, but maybe I should have cut more and became a little bit braver with it. But I am seeing the layers, but I can't see the back clearly, so you be the judge of it. Does it look fine? I hope so. I have cleaned the surface, I vacuumed, and this hair routine is not over yet. So I'm gonna be coloring my hair because I don't know if you're gonna be able to see it properly, but my hair currently has 3 colors. So this kind of light brown is when I dyed my hair without bleaching it. Red, I think 2 years ago now, or a year and a half ago now, so this is how it faded. However, I did try to kind of even it out with my actual hair color using this shampoo dye. I used it a couple of times, but as you can see here is another different color. So this is when I dyed my hair red. This is when I tried to balance it out, so to kind of tone this down, and then this is my actual hair color. Tri-colored hair is not my goal for the new year, so I'm gonna be dyeing it to even it out completely. So this is the hair dye that I found closest to my actual hair, and this is it in a tub. I have all the things I need. I have developer cream, I have the conditioner afterwards, the hair dye, gloves, and then a spatula. It says here that this is the right amount for full head application. Well, I mean, does that make sense? No bald person is gonna be applying hair color, but I don't know to which length do they assume is a full head of hair color. But using process of elimination, instead of like starting from here down, I think I'm gonna be starting here going up. Does that make sense? So this is the part that evens out the best, because the underside, I mean, I didn't do a great job of coloring my hair before. Doesn't really have hair dye, which is good for me now, because that means that my only problem is really here up front. By the way, I left the door open so I don't suffocate from the fumes. If you hear a kind of crackling sound, that's because I put a big plastic bag underneath me, so if in case anything drips, I don't damage the rugs. I'm kind of confused because it's not changing color. Oh, it actually is. So I probably just need to mix it super well. I didn't watch any YouTube tutorials about this, but I have colored my hair before, so. Now I'm finished. I didn't apply it to my roots anymore. I just focused it on the ends, and I know I'm not gonna get like a fully even head of hair until I fully grow it out, but I do want to even it out as much as I possibly can. And it says a full head of hair, but I think for short to medium it's gonna work. But if you have longer hair than mine, then you're probably gonna need at least 2 packs of that. But now I'm just gonna wait for 25 minutes, rinse this off, and then we'll continue on, I guess. But I still have a few minutes to wait, so while I'm waiting for that to happen, let's go through my makeup bag and get rid of products that have been here for way too long. This is my sunblock. I'm not gonna get rid of this because I do use it. This powder I just bought this here. By the way, all of the products I have are still the products I brought from the Philippines. I have my eyebrow brush, I have my mirror, this Squad Baked highlighter. I haven't used it much. I bought this batch number 1 from September 2020 and it expired January 2024. But I mean, it is powder, so I don't really mind using it, I guess. This one I've also had for a long time, and it's a velvet liquid lipstick, but I don't use it as a liquid lipstick anymore. I use it actually as a blush, but it's very battered. It's almost dry even, so I think I'm gonna have to let it go because I did buy a liquid blush from the Philippines that I haven't opened yet. This one I was given, and it's a eye highlighter, though I use it kind of as a liquid highlighter. I've also had this for quite a while now, but I think I'm gonna keep it because I do really like it. Eyebrow pencil that I haven't used yet. So I have oil control sheets. I have this eyeliner, which is the only eyeliner I have, and I've had it for a while, but I mean, it does still work. This blush from Caroline in the shade Rosy Cheek, I do use, and I also just bought it in 2024. Concealer from Squad. Again, bought it mid 2024, so I think that's okay. Contour stick from Strokes. It's more of a bronzer. Don't use it as much, but it's the only bronzer I have, so I'm gonna keep it. This is the Squadlet mini palette, batch 1 again. It's powder, so I'm not gonna get rid of it, but I love this one so much. If you use it correctly, it's like Korean eyeshadow vibes. This blush was so given to me, and I've had it for a while, and I don't really use it as much. It's in the shade Shimmer Mocha Havana from Lancome. I use it, I do really like it, and it's powder, so I guess that's fine. This glass stain from Detail Cosmetics, I also just bought last year. I use it all the time. This one is another highlighter, which is basically the same thing as the other one, so maybe I'll choose what I want. I have a brush. I have a mini glass stain from Detail, which I think I bought early last year, 2024, and I love this shade. It's in the shade Dip, so I'm keeping that. This eyebrow gel, I use it sometimes and it's not dry yet, so maybe I'll keep it and then get rid of it sometime this year. This one is Pink Flash Matte Lip Cream. I like this when I do gradient lips, and it's from my sister, I think. Not dry yet, so I'm keeping that. This is my old eyebrow pencil from Choo Choo Beauty. It's my favorite actually, but I didn't buy an extra when I left, so I'm keeping this for the brush. And then this one I opened, I finished the old eyebrow pencil. This is again from Squad. I like this as well, and this is also quite new, Brow Fix from Squad Cosmetics. This one is my favorite lipstick from Ever Milena. I think if you're an OG YouTube watcher or you've been in the Philippine beauty industry for a while, those of New York, I don't need to say anything more. This is the lip tint that I use every day when I go to school. This is the product that I'm gonna be most sad about to let go, although I know I do need to let it go. This is batch number 2 from September 2020. It expired January 2024, so it's a year expired now. And you're only supposed to use it for 24 months after opening. I love this so much, actually. This is like the perfect blush shade for me. It's Squad Happy Pot, multi-purpose pot in the shade Muse. And I didn't get to buy this before I left. I bought a different one, which is kind of a different shade. I think I just have to let this go. It's been with me for too long, although it's still working beautifully. See, there's nothing wrong with it, but hygienic wise, I think, I'm the only one who uses this. I don't let anyone borrow it. I only do use it with clean hands, and I only use it on my cheeks or on my eyelids, rarely on my lips. I think I haven't even used it on my lips yet, so no saliva has touched this, and it blends out super well, as you can see, and it's just the perfect shade for my skin tone. But again, it doesn't even smell bad. But again, 4 years with this, all 4 years with this, expired for 1 year, and I'm supposed to only use it for 2 years after opening, but I don't think I've even reached half of it. So this segment is going to be a tribute to this perfect blush, Squad Happy Pot, multi-purpose pot, creamy and highly pigmented clay pot in the shade Muse. That's that, if you're wondering. I'm gonna have to let this go, whether I like it or not. Well, I actually don't want to let it go, but I did accidentally open the one that I bought new, so I'm gonna have to start using that before it goes bad or dries out. New year, new beginnings, so bye-bye 4-year-old Happy Pot. You will be missed. You will be missed. So, these ones were both 50-50, but I'm gonna keep them anyway. I don't have any other highlighter. This is my Snoopy. I bought it from Miniso in the Philippines. I'm just gonna put everything back. I mean, I don't really close it anymore. I just put it inside the cabinet. This one, it stays out. And then these are all the products I'm gonna be letting go. Timer just went off, so I'm gonna be washing this out. But I did use the blush one last time. Even though I'm gonna go shower. I just, you know, to fully commemorate it and thank it for the freshness that it has given me for the past 4 years. Anyway, this is the new shade that I was telling you. This is a bit darker, a bit more violet than this, but I think it's gonna be okay as well. So it's gonna accompany me now for the next 4 years. Anyway, gonna rinse this off, blow dry it, and I'll see you. This is how the hair turned out. I think it looks amazing. I just blow dried it, but I wasn't able to fully blow dry it because I do need to go. So am I gonna go out into the winter with damp hair? Yes, but it does look extremely better than how my hair looked a few hours ago. So now let's go. Hello, this is Editing Me, and it's been over a month since I filmed the majority of this video, and I am going to be popping up in a few parts of this video to give you a bit of an update. And the first update is that my hair has kind of reverted back to how it looked like before I colored it. The orange tone isn't as dark as how it looked like before I dyed it. I'm gonna insert a photo here of right before I colored it, and in my opinion, this is definitely toned down. However, the dye also definitely did not stick around because, as you saw in the video, when I first dyed it, it was very dark, just a quarter of a shade lighter as compared to my original hair color. But now it's faded, and you can again see the difference between the two shades. So I will not recommend that hair dye. I guess I'm still thankful that it managed to tone it down. But yeah, I guess I'm just gonna let my hair grow out until all of this is gone. So welcome to a different segment of this video, which is skincare. If you want to see a full skincare routine, then let me know. But for now, we're just gonna do face mask as we talk about my goals/resolutions for 2025. I think my main goal for this year is to build better habits, because I feel like when you have a good routine and when you have a good set of habits, when your day just flows better, you feel holistically healthier and have a better hold on things in your life. Towards the end of 2024, I was sleeping late, waking up late, and had so much screen time on my phone. Since my classes start at 1:45, and that's pretty late in the day, I kind of had this unconscious idea that I didn't have to start my day early because, I mean, I don't need to get to class until almost 2 p.m. And with that mindset, I feel like it had this kind of domino effect into having unhealthy habits. So I would stay up later in the night. Sometimes I would be reading, but most of the times I'd just be scrolling on my phone mindlessly without really consuming anything educational or for my benefit. With that, I would wake up late. I wake up like 10 a.m., sometimes even later than that. And I don't eat breakfast anyway, but I do like to exercise before eating brunch. But since I wake up super late, sometimes I just do a 10-minute exercise. And yes, 10 minutes is better than zero, but am I really doing something to my body if it's just like 10 minutes in 24 hours? I tend to wake up later and not have enough time for a better flow throughout my days. The biggest goal of mine this year is to be physically healthier, because I feel like when I'm physically healthy, not skinny, I think that's an entirely different thing. Healthy eating habits, healthy exercise routine, because my body does so much for me. I'm able to go to places, I'm able to crochet, I'm able to lounge around, I'm able to go on long walks. And this year I want to give back to my body because I'm just 22. That's still so young. I shouldn't be feeling any creaks and aches on my body just yet. And with that, I want to allocate time during my mornings to exercise, go at my own pace without rushing because I need to eat and then I need to take a shower and then I need to go to school. And if I want to achieve that, that means I have to wake up earlier so that I'm not rushing through my morning routine. And for me to wake up earlier, obviously I need to sleep earlier. And for me to sleep earlier, I need to manage my social media consumption. When I put it like that, it's kind of a lot of things, but those goals are very attainable if I just have more discipline. That doesn't mean that I'm gonna completely cut off social media from my life. I mean, I do want to stay connected with my family and friends while also staying connected with current affairs and memes and trends. Not gonna lie about that. A healthier relationship with my phone and social media in general. So those are my goals for this year. Build better habits, take care of my body more, and manage my social media consumption. Anyway, I think my skin has absorbed enough essence now, so I'll be back. Hello, and I am back again, and I'm just gonna kind of give you an update on how my routine is going. It's not as flawless as I would expect right now in the middle of February. Some days I manage to wake up early, some days I don't. When I get a little bit too carried away with what I'm reading, at least I've kind of toned down my social media consumption quite a bit. However, it's been replaced by reading, and it's kind of been consuming all of my evenings. So that's something I need to work on to master this routine that I want. As for exercising and taking care of my physical body better, I do think that I've been consistent with it, even though my morning routines are a bit hectic still. Again, some days feel better than the others, but as for exercising, I've been trying out new routines, figuring out what type of workouts work for me. Plus point for me on that side, now I really do need to nail down my evening and morning routine. However, instead of beating myself up over it, I have learned that for as long as we live, we are allowed to try and try again. So I myself will be trying and trying and trying again until I eventually succeed. So if you find yourself beating yourself up over not quite sticking to your New Year goals or resolutions, it's not the end of the year yet. It's not the end of the world yet. So we are allowed to try. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoy the rest of the year, the rest of the month, the rest of your day, whatever that may be for you. And if you like this video, please don't hesitate to give it a thumbs up and a comment down below. Also, since you're already here, might as well subscribe to my channel. And if you're interested, you can also follow me on Instagram at Kyrene Virginia. See you again in 2 weeks or next week or whenever our paths cross again. Bye!